Well, how about in the New Testament? What are some instances where we see the Holy Spirit at work? Here's a few. I'm sure you know the story of Jesus' birth, but you might have missed the role that played by the Holy Spirit. Now, because Mary was a virgin, how could she become pregnant with God's child? God's Spirit had to move over her in order for her to conceive. How about at Jesus' baptism? When John the Baptist was baptizing Jesus, the skies opened up and a dove descended from heaven. That dove was a physical representation of the Holy Spirit. Both Jesus and John saw this happen, as told to us in Matthew 3 and John 1. In Matthew 16, when Jesus asks his disciples, "Well, who do people say the Son of Man is?" Peter responds, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Jesus calls Peter blessed because he knows that Peter would not have known that on his own. It was the gift of God through the Holy Spirit who gave Peter an incredible understanding. Later, after Jesus had ascended at Pentecost, we see a very public display of the power of the Holy Spirit when he descends upon the disciples in the form of tongues of fire, equipping them to speak in various languages so that all the nations represented there that day could understand what Peter was saying about Jesus. And over 3,000 people came to believe in him that day. Amazing what the Spirit can do, isn't it? He took a frightened man who denied even knowing Jesus when he was on the cross and empowered and emboldened him to proclaim Jesus from the rooftops. That is the power of the Holy Spirit. Regardless of whatever we've done in the past, even to the point of denying Jesus, he can still use us to do incredible things through his power. Indeed, from creation all the way through the Bible, we see this invisible power of the Holy Spirit being manifested in and through people, all for God's plans and his purpose. This lesson has some homework with it to help guide you to discover more about the Spirit. So download it below and complete it before moving on to the next video, which explores how the Holy Spirit works in our lives today.